My husband and I have been married for 4 years, and we have a beautiful son, Theo. He's 3 years old. And a year ago, October 2017, we were expecting our second son, Gus. And I went into labor and everything was perfect. We went into the hospital and a nurse told me that she couldn't find his heartbeat. So everything after that was a blur. It became known to me that he was no longer living. And he was born and I got to hold him, but he was not alive. So the journey, from there to now has been very difficult. It's not easy to describe what it's like to lose a child. The journey to accept that Gus was gone was very difficult. I realized that I needed to live with open hands. Everything is God's, nothing is mine, everything that I have is a blessing. I knew it in mind, but to actually do it in my heart was another thing. And there was something that came up on my newsfeed. I follow Back to the Bible on Facebook, and one of their videos came up about loss and suffering. And there was something that Dr. John Neufeld said that just clicked for me, that I had not lost Gus, I had gained him. God had given him to me. And my life on this earth is going to be so short, and my time in heaven, eternity. And I think we find it so difficult to fathom that. Everything that happens to us here feels like it's so important, but it's so easy to make idols of our families, of our lives, of our things. But God wants us to live with open hands because He's saying there is so much more for you. I did everything possible to cope with the loss of Gus. I journaled, I have pictures and video of him in the hospital, but I think the most important thing has been prayer. It has been going back to the Bible and understanding that there is a God who loves me, and He loves Gus even more than I possibly could. Everybody's going to go through suffering at one time or another in their lives, and I think the most important thing that we can do is turn to God. And that may be through prayer, that may be through the Bible, that may be through a Christian friend, a pastor, maybe counseling. But I think we always have to come back that it is God who's going to help us to get through. It is God who loves us, and it is God who we are going to see one day.